Oh, what the fuck is going on here? Shit show is going on here? What sort of shit show is going on around here? Oh, button. A live feed. A live feed. Come on. Ah, bloody hell. Jumbo. Welcome everybody who's just tuning in. I'm still calibrating. I'm everything last minute because I'm off my normal location, normal stream spot. I had to bring everything with me. As you can see, my screen is all a horrible mess. Hey, Tormy. Oh. And all sorts of grossness. Not happy today. I just want everything to work perfectly, and nothing is working. Just the way it is, always. Hot damn. Soundboard. Of course, my soundboard's ridiculously loud. Yay. I know, I mean, I have to calibrate everything from scratch. Everything's completely in shambles. FBI, open up! My sound's probably off too. Everything just doesn't seem right. And look at me, I'm dying in random dungeons. Fabulous. Simply fabulous. Hey everybody. I know I'm just trying to get everything calibrated. So behind on everything. Everything is just shambles.com. Poopy Suck has been dying like crazy today. I don't know why. Everything was beautiful yesterday, and then now everything is. Oh. I think I have to switch. Not giving. Oh, I got a mount? Cool. Right. Oh, thanks. I don't notice those kind of things. They come when they come. I'm gonna try this shield guy. He'll do thing. Shields on the. What is that? What does Romank70 mean? Does that mean I'm too quiet, too loud? What does that mean? Gotta be. I don't know what this 20% means. Why am I dead? Am I deflecting on my? Do I need to swap out speed? I'm quiet. Oh, I'm 20 out of 100. That's silent. That's really quiet. Yeah, we gotta work on that. Uh. Oh, hey, Jive. Appreciate you coming on, man. I'm gonna try to calibrate it right. Testing, testing. Oh, God, it is. Horrible. Horrible. We are NSFW tonight for all the wrong reasons, but I need so behind on calibration. Everything just doesn't look right. I keep looking at it and I don't like it. Any of it all looks bad. I'm gonna boost myself. It's gonna sound like crap, but I don't really have a choice. It's the only way I can do it. Alright, well, I boosted myself synthetically. I know it's better, but it's still a synthetic boost. It's not a real boost. It's not when I'm actually boosting the mic, I'm giving it a. Anyway, it's not like good. It's what we'll have to take. I'm in the sweet spot on my screen. Being in the sweet spot on my screen is as good as it's gonna get. We're not gonna get better than that. Yeah, you're gonna have to take it as it is. Oh, how's everybody doing tonight? We got a lot of people coming in. We are getting things started slowly but surely. We're about 6 minutes out from my interview. Yeah, I'm not happy with it either, but I mean it's what I'll have to do. Hey Fifi, yeah. As you guys can see, my screen is a total mess. Everything is a total disgusting mess. I'm doing alright. We got a lot of surprise giveaways, a lot of not surprise giveaways. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. So much of my calibration is just completely off. We're 5 minutes out and I don't even have everything pulled up on my screen. Fantastic. I'm gonna have to take what I can get. At this point, it's so late in the game, the final inning. So many at everyone pings. I love it. All right, well, guys, we have a great show for you guys tonight. We have from lolz, our friend Vargos, part of the Alliance, one of the originating founders of the Alliance, as well as a gratuitous amount of giveaways. We are live, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. We're about 3 minutes out from the interview. Just so much stuff is in mad shambles on my screen. I'm only using one screen today. That's also messing me up. Yeah, I appreciate you bringing the hype. What's going on here? I'm not even logged in the right account on one thing or another. Ay, ay, ay. One of these the right account? Bloody hell. I'm in San Diego right now. I'm not even in Las Vegas. If I was in Las Vegas, it'd be a little bit more chill, but everything would be set up properly. It's not my room. It's a guest room that I'm using to stream. I don't have an office here in San Diego, I just have a house. And yeah, I'm running 800 Expedition. Such shambles. My giveaway sheets and oh, such a mess. I don't even know if I should plug everything, plug the interview like crazy like I normally do because it's so bad. I don't have any friends list spots right now, no. We have a lot of friend spots coming up. Uh, Everything is so behind. So behind, so behind. I just downloaded Steam on this computer too, so it's like a drink shambles every time you say shambles. I don't know, I'm using it right now. What you guys see is me running the new pet. So, this is my first time ever using the new pet. So you tell me what you think. You guys will be seeing it live on stream, me using it for the first time literally ever. So if you guys like it, then it's nice. If you don't like it, then it's shambles. Bottom line. Are you guys asking my bot questions? I love it. You guys are in shambles.com. Why is my Moobot not even logged in? Oh, fantastic. Yes. Verify token. Send me my crap. Missing authentication token. That keyboard is not even plugged in. I got this Death Adder in front of me that's not even plugged in. Fantastic. Vargos, I'm about to call you once I get things squared away. Okay, that's right. That can be closed. Get that out of my face. Out of my face. Please, please work. Everything just work like it normally should. Bloody hell. I do feel like a slave to my horrible system. Alright, guys. Let's build up some hype. We're gonna give Vargos a call. Here we go.
Skrill, drop it hard.
Hey Vargos, how's it going, buddy? Vargos, can you hear me? Did you mute yourself? Or am I not hearing you? My screen says ice checking. I don't even know what ice checking means. Are you checking if I'm on? Am I a member of ICE? Let me reconnect. Alright. There you are. It was ice checking. I don't know what the hell ice checking is.
Okay, as long as you can hear
Yes,
me.
I can hear you. I hope everybody else can hear you.
Good. Good. This is good.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, my brother-in-law's asking what's my Twitch. He wants to watch me, I guess. What a creeper. There it is.
Okay.
I don't know what Romank70 Vargos 40 means. Then if we're right around that range, you should raise your volume to 100 and then we'll both be 100.
Exactly. Perfect.
Volume, not age. Turn Vargos up a little bit. Alright. I can do that. That I can do.
People want more of me. It's only natural.
Alright, we turned you up a little bit. Turn Vargos on a bit. Alright. Vargos is already turned on. He's talking to me. It's a given. Let's see.
Ooh, Tormy, you know I love you too, baby.
So guys, as I promised, I promised last stream that we are going to listen to Hippo Stick's song that he recorded at the start of the Vargos interview to get everything going. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna have to calibrate the sound somewhere in the middle, but we'll deal with that as it goes. All right. So this is this is Hippo Sticks from our leg doing a music number.
And I can't seem to find the stars tonight. 1,000 miles too many years apart. It's shadow in my memory. You've always been my melody. I'll be alright without the stars tonight. And I can hear it in my head, like every word you've ever said. Girl, you know the song inside my head. It sounds a lot like you. Girl, you know the song inside my head. It sounds a lot like you. And I can't seem to sleep at all tonight. That never come out right. If the melody is who you are, I'll sing it till we fall apart. You'll be alright, you don't need me tonight. And I can hear it in my head, like every word you've ever said. Girl, you know the song inside my head. It sounds a lot like you.
Alright, that was Hippo Sticks, and what an amazing voice. I wish I had talent. Too bad, the best I can do is run this crummy little stream and interview OP people like Vargos. Did we lose Vargos?
Yes, I'm
Oh,
here. That was really
yeah.
great. I can't believe he's that talented. Kind of makes me like, I wish I had talent.
Right? Makes us all look bad. All right. Let me get my Q&A open here. God, having one screen is so such a pain. So first off, let's get a baseline going. What got you into Bit Heroes to begin with? I mean, of all games, Bit Heroes.
Actually, I've only really played two mobile games in my whole life. For reference, I'm turning 27 next month. I played some Pokemon Go for a long time when it first came out. It was really big in my town, and I was actually the top player on Team Valor in my town for like a year. But after that, my two best friends that I worked with at the time, who both played Bit Heroes at the time, got me into the game, and they got me into a guild that they had made called Mythic Saiyans, which was actually is still part of the Alliance as a sub guild. Basically, from there, they got me into League of Legends, which is the guild they were in at the time, and over many months, the guild kind of passed hands until eventually it came down to me, and then I mean the rest is a long story, really long climb.
There you go.
We were ranked like 83 when I first took over, and now we're tied with Enmity for 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Beasts. Just climbing, 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 non-stop climbing.
I mean, they were both the guys that got me into the game, but neither of them play anymore, unfortunately. They both
So how
retired.
long have you been playing?
Uh, I I started playing at the very end of the first Halloween invasion. So I don't know exactly how many days that is. I think it's like about a year and a half. But in my info bar, my time played is 151 days and 17 hours.
Jesus, that's a long time. I'm not even half of that. Well, in all reality, I'm less
Yeah,
than
that's
half of
the
that,
only
but
reason I've got an ETS, really.
just because of time allotted. So when you were starting out playing Bit Heroes, is there a player you'd like to give a shout out to that helped you along the way, or really,
But
gave you that edge starting out?
well, I mean, when I first started playing, I was working at Taco Bell, but then like a month after that, I started working at a foundry close to the town where I live. And I had never really had a job where I made that much money before. And at the time, I was in a very good living situation. I had a lot of extra money. So that kind of is what got me jump started, if you will. I caught up to my two friends right away. And that's kind of what got me into the guild right away. And there was a point in time where like I was the biggest pusher in lolz for a long, long time. Pretty much all of tier 7.
Wow.
I no longer work there anymore, so I don't quite have as much money to spend on the game, but I still do a bit here and there, obviously.
A little input here and there, a little something, something doesn't hurt once in a while.
And I'm working on getting promoted at work for more Big Heroes money,
Of
obviously.
course, of course. Why else work? Why work if you don't get Bit Heroes money? Not even worth going to go to
Yeah, at work, so it's kind of really convenient.
work.
I also can be on Discord all day at work, so that's really convenient. Helps with managing the server a lot, and that's kind of what's helped it grow a lot, is because I've had so much time that I've been able to devote to it.
There you go. Wait, is there any like? Would you say? Think of the three players who, in your all your time, all your 100 and so odd days of playing Bit Heroes, that you would say helped you the most. Who would those three players be? Just, I mean, just think of it like a spur of the moment thing. First three names that come to your head.
For one would be my best friend, probably in and out of game, Tormy. Like the story of how me and Tormy met is one day we were like in a world boss lobby, and this was back in the day before he had levels or TS on me. Back in the day when I was actually stronger than him for a very brief period of time, but nonetheless. Anyways, I added him because I thought I was helping him out at the time when I had no idea how that was going to work out. But yeah, pretty much from there, we just became really good friends. And now we're at the point where we like have each other's numbers and each other on Snapchat. And like I'm planning on going to go visit him for an extended period and everything like that. So he really is my best friend. I talk to him more than anybody and I tell him everything. So other than him, one of the other guys I would say is King C Game. Currently, he's a member of Two Hit, but he was the guild leader of lolz before I was. He passed the guild down to me and left to go to Two Hit to try and get some gear to come back and help us out, but that never really ended up working out. And he recognized that I was doing some good things, and he wanted to help keep that going. Um, After him. Honestly, one of the other dudes that really helped me out a lot was he no longer plays anymore, but Cantrip 460. For a long time, Cantrip was the biggest pusher in lulz. He still is the top guy in contribution with almost 500 mil, which he did in like a matter of months. It was insane. Like every other week he would do 20 or 30 mil. It was ridiculous.
Definitely
But
crazy.
in and out of game, he was a really big mentor for me. He was high up in the management at a VA hospital, so he had a lot of life experience and management experience that he kind of coached me with and helped me grow as a guild leader.
There you go. That always helps.
Those would be the three I'd have to say off the top of my head.
Okay. So in lulz, I mean, naturally you're the guild leader of lulz, correct?
Yeah, I have been for I don't even know how long. Easily a year.
Easily a year. Wow. So you've been there for a minute. So do you delegate it all, or do you basically just take all the responsibility and squat it right on top of your head?
Pretty much at first, I definitely had all the responsibility. Didn't really delegate it much or anything, but since then, I've done a good job of setting up each of my officers, which if any of you guild leaders are listening, I would very highly recommend this is have your officers give them a specific role. Have one guy do advertising, one guy do recruitment, one guy do the XP tracking if you do that at your guild, or what have you. Give each person a specific task, because in addition to making it easier on you, it makes your officers feel much more important and involved in the activities of the guild, and it makes them want to be more involved and keep the momentum going for you guys.
So what do you feel sets lulz apart from everybody else? I mean, just like and everybody from E top to R leg to XGG to K to Co1 to you name it. What puts lulz on the map different from everybody else? There's got to be something. What do you feel you guys do maybe better or different than everybody else?
One thing I would say we do better or different than everybody else is really and truly establishing a culture at our guild. For example, even though we're one of the top guilds in the game, for reference, like the last two expeditions, we placed rank 2, then rank 3. The last 5 guild events, we haven't placed outside the top 5. Like, we're climbing the leaderboard in leaps and bounds all the time. The one thing that's really set us apart is we have completely free to play guys that have been in our guild for months and months. Like our recs are set so that if you are completely free to play, you still could join lulz and join in our experience that we're trying to create. Basically, the whole goal that I had coming into this game was to try and change the culture of the game, to really try and make it more about supporting all the other players and less about being kind of elitist, if you will, and just wanting to be strong in general. For us, we care more about using our strength to help the community. Like, for example, I've made it a point to keep every single member of my sub guild on my friend list ever since I we had a sub guild. And pretty much easily 80% of my friend list is made up exclusively of alliance members. Just we really try and do everything we can to just make the game easier for people, to try and maximize the enjoyment people get out of it, because to me it's a game, and the number one thing in my opinion about a game is you want to enjoy yourself and you want to be successful. So those are really the two things we try and promote in the community, which is what I would say sets lolz apart, is really our community focused aspect.
Okay, I like that. I like that. So community guild, bunch of movers, shakers, huggers, and lovers. So if somebody were to apply to lulz, what kind of requirements do you guys have?
So first off, generally people can't come directly to lulz, just because in my opinion I feel that's unfair to members of our sub guild who have joined up and worked hard to try and get up to us. Like, in my opinion, I started out, in essentially a sub guild of lulz and worked my way up, and then worked my way up to being a leader and everything. So I really feel like it's important for new recruits to kind of, you know, I don't want to say like prove themselves in a sub guild or anything, you know what I mean, but kind of grow into joining lulz. Like, our Rex, for example, the only thing we really require is that you have both a legendary accessory and a legendary pet of some kind. And the only reason why we require that is because we want people that are, serious about the game and make an effort to try and be successful in it. Because if we're working so hard to make the game easier for everyone else around us, obviously we need strong members in the guild. I think that's pretty much the mentality of most strong guilds, is that have sub guilds, is, hey, we need the strong guys in the top guild so that they can help out the sub guild and the other people that they need to help out. But as far as other requirements go, like weekly requirements, we have a weekly contribution requirement of 1.25 million XP, which is doable for completely free to play players, because we have two in our guild that are completely free to play. I don't think they've ever spent any money on the game whatsoever.
Wow.
And they've, like, maybe once or twice have failed to hit requirements, but both times, they tell me ahead of time it's not a big deal. So
Sure.
really, we're not ridiculous, I think, in our requirements, just fair for our expectations.
Okay. I'll take that. So, for example, for this expedition, what kind of point requirements are you putting on your guildies? Or are you putting any at all?
What was that? The first part cut out.
Are you putting any sort of point requirements on this current expedition of your guildies, or any at all?
Oh, yeah, for expedition and GVG, generally we go based off the length, because they've kind of been like mixing up the length of events lately. But for a 2 week expedition, we require 200k, which, our one of our officers, Emily CX, which she's fantastic. I love her to pieces. She's great with all the math in this game and everything. But that's more than easily doable for a free to play just on regen alone. So I don't think we're being unfair at all. And then our GVG is like 70k, which it is still possible to do on completely regen, but you might need to spend a little on if you lose some fights, which, once again, we think that's completely fair.
I think so as well. Fair. Now, as this is my last Bit Heroes related question. Well, not really. It's more my last question towards you as a person, and you guys as a guild, and we're gonna go a little bit of a wider net. But as a person, as a player of Bit Heroes, or as a player of any game, be it mobile, PC, whatever it is, what do you classify yourself as? Do you classify yourself as a completionist, an end gamer, a socialite?
I classify myself as like you give me like an example?
Sure. You look at Dan and SSS1. They're clearly endgame players. They shoot for the end game. They shoot for ridiculous TS, ridiculous level. They push. They push to be the best at everything.
For me, I don't know if you could toss a word for it, but I really enjoy the storytelling aspect of a game. Like the last game I played that I gave a 10 out of 10 rating for was like the new God of War, for example. Beautiful in-depth storytelling and character development, and it's really deep. You know what I mean? Besides the fact that it was really sound mechanics wise, that's what really draws me in. Like for example, I'm an avid player of like Dungeons and Dragons and another one of the tabletop systems, Pathfinder, where I'm a dungeon master. I build worlds and run adventures, and it gets really deep in the storytelling, and that's really my favorite aspect of games is really diving into the world and story they create.
There you go. That's pretty awesome. I like that. So yeah, the way Fifi and Belly explained it as a lore hunter, I think that's a good way of saying it. I really like that. So let's go ahead and roll into our first giveaway of the night. Our first giveaway is a really good friend of ours who's helped us a lot on my stream, and helped a lot of people in game as well. Helped the Moopa server, helped a lot of people, and is a very avid member of Dusk. It is Lackey from Dusk. Let me pull him up on our screen so you guys can take a look. Level 433 OP boy. Good guy in general. Love Lackey. We're going to go ahead and put... Gosh, my system's all in... What did I do? Oh, I put a really... Okay, that's an old giveaway. Ignore that. Fantastic. Everything is completely off. Bear with me. Bear with me here. Alright, there it goes. Nothing is calibrated to the way I like it at all. Alright. 1 out of 150. Go ahead. For our friend Lackey from Dusk. Oh. And once we finish up, oh, we have a winner. Stay lurking at 904. If I can have your IGN, please, and stop spamming. We already have a winner. I see it. Okay, do I have to over spam everybody?
Congrats, stay lurking. Congratulations.
What is your IGN, please? Oh, it is stay lurking. And since my spreadsheet and everything, I'm going a little slow because I'm going to be messaging directly immediately the person who won to the person who was giving away the spot. I normally don't do. I normally enter it on the spreadsheet, but since everything's in shambles, I might as well do it correctly the first time instead of cleaning up the mess afterwards. All right. Where were we? Let's talk a little bit about the Alliance. Now I know I generally know a little bit about the Alliance, just about as much as any other noob who just joined. You know, I know that you guys have Rev, you guys have lolz, you guys have Dusk, you guys have XGG, you guys have Arleg, you guys have Friction, as well as all the sub guilds that go along with those. Now, when it comes to the Alliance, how strict are you guys for somebody new who says, you know what? We're a decent guild. We're top 100. We're top 200, top 300 guild. We push. We do okay. We got some level 300s in here. We want to be part of the Alliance. What does it take that guild to get into the Alliance?
Okay, so we get this question a lot, and I will say that since we started the Alliance, we've had probably in the ballpark of 5 to 10 different guilds approach us about joining. And the thing is, we don't, just to be completely honest, we don't really have any requirements for what a guild has to have to join the Alliance per se. What we do is when a guild wants to join, they we go all of us alliance leaders. When I say alliance leader, that would be like myself as the leader of lolz and its sub guild, or like Tormy as the leader of dusk and cult of the ooze, his sub guild. So there's 6 of us, one for each of the guilds. And then basically when a guild wants to join, we deliberate amongst ourselves and say, what can this guild bring to the alliance that we don't necessarily have yet? How can they contribute? What's unique or special about them that sets them apart from the other guilds that want to join? Like, how do we know that these people are joining to really be a part of the community and not just to enjoy the strength that we have with all of the different members that are part of the guilds of the alliance? It's really kind of more of a case by case thing rather than there's guidelines of any kind, because just to be honest, there aren't.
Okay, that's fair. Now, there is there is this thing. I don't like this question myself, but I felt it was necessary to ask it. Um, I heard this. Well, I'll just go right on and say it. Folks say that the Alliance is a very elitist organization. What do you say to folks that call the Alliance "quote unquote" elitist?
So, what I would say to folks that call the alliance quote unquote elitist is that in all of our sub guilds, we have tons of free to play guys. We have tons of members, guests that are in the alliance that donate friend slots to people that just need help. We have tons of people. Just to be honest with you, I used to have a third guild. Mythic Saiyans used to be a third sub guild for the Law's Guild tree, and like I said, I had every single member of my sub guilds on my friend list. So that's like 60 people that I had on my friend list. Most of those people were guys that are never going to be a hardcore pushers or anything like that. That's not what it's about to us at the Alliance. And obviously, I mean, I can't speak for every member individually, but how I look at it, and from my talks with the other Alliance leaders, pretty much how we look at it is if you want to join and you want to contribute, we have to know that you take it seriously. You know what I mean? We have to know that what you actually care about is the game and the community and the people in it, and that you don't just care about getting a friend slot from Tormi or from Hyote, for
Sure.
example, just to advance your own ends, because anybody can do that. That's how the game's been operating this whole time. And I mean, I guess I can understand to an extent where people might be coming from when they say elitist, but as far as it goes, I don't see it that way. But then I've always looked at the game through the lens of I want to, you know, I want to help the general community. That's how I've always looked at it, and I feel like just as a whole, that's generally how we do look at things. We just want to be helpful and try and make it as good as we can. You could also say that it might come off that we're elitist because there is genuinely a lot of interest in the alliance. Just in general, people are interested. People want to join. Guilds want to join. People want to jump ship to come to us. Or we've even had cases of people wanting to jump ship between alliance guilds just because their guild might not necessarily be a great fit.
Right. So, real quick,
And I
I'm gonna
guess,
interrupt you real fast.
go ahead,
Before
absolutely.
you before I forget, you mentioned contribute. When you're looking for a guild to join the alliance to quote unquote contribute, what do you mean by contribute to the alliance? In what way can a guild joining the alliance contribute to the overall alliance? Explain that to me.
So pretty much the only thing we really require from guilds that join is that the strong members of their guilds do offer some amount of friend slots or aid to weak members of the alliance and guests that are in our server, because that's really the whole point, is we're trying to have as many people added as we can that can use us, so that they can get stronger, so that they can add people, help them get stronger, etc., etc. You know what I
I
mean?
love if
Really,
every
all we
woman
were.
who I dated was like, "Oh, I wish I could just, I just need to get used. Just use me." Sorry, I just thinking out loud. Sorry, I got off tangent there. So for example, I have a friend who I'm sure you know Moopa, new Moopa, right? You've heard of Moopa before and Valor. Um, so
Yeah, no, in fact, I think we've got a couple guys from Valor, including Jackal
mhm.
Frackle, in the server.
And Moopa, I was talking to Moopa a couple days ago, and he was like, "Yeah, I'd love to have my guild join the alliance." Well, what would you say to Moopa about that?
I mean, I'd say if Moopa's interested, that, I mean, if he hasn't already, that he should drop a line to either myself or, one of the other alliance leaders. Because pretty much how it works is that if a guild wants to join, what they should do is they should message either myself or one of the alliance leaders. Which, if you'd like, I could even provide my Discord tag, so that people can message me if they want to, and then I can bring it up to the other alliance leaders. But like, one thing that I kind of got to stress in one essence is that we don't want to take on a ton of guilds as we can. We want to bring guilds in slowly, you know what I mean? More or less every now and then, because if we bring in too many at one time, we feel things might get too top heavy too quick, and we don't want things to kind of explode beyond a point that we want like controlled growth, you know what I mean?
I completely understand. Let's do this. Let's do another giveaway, and let's get back to the
If that
questions.
makes sense.
Let's throw some more people out there for people. How about that? So from Base's old guild, we have a Lotrick from 1011. Let's throw that up on the screen here. L0TRIK. There we go. Lotrick running an almost maxed Earthen Might set with bath salts and Twitch. Sure, you'll get the new Twitch this time around. And we have from Transylvania, we have a Jabroni.
With all you guys.
Yeah, Jabroni's running a full Merciless and 2 pieces of Requiem, and everything is tier 10, which is pretty sweet. So he's got a 4% dual strike mount, Urgoff, all leg ruins, and can't go wrong with that. Nice, good, solid spot right there. I haven't even started the giveaway. People throwing numbers out. So it's gonna be 1 out of 250. So there you go. Go ahead. Let's spam away. Folks just start spamming numbers. Like, oh, he's gonna do a giveaway. Let me just start spamming numbers.
Preemptive spamming.
Yeah. Hey, it's a if these people can help them on their teams, I'm all for it all day.
Absolutely. Spread the love.
Absolutely. That's what giveaways are for. It's to get those people who need the help. The help. I mean, a few days ago, we did have a person. I was giving away a person who's more of a. He might not help you on your raid team, but it's somebody who everybody likes to collect, and that's Fergus Ferret. I'm sure you've heard of the Fergus Ferret story.
Follow his story avidly. And I sent him a friend request once upon a time, but he was full.
If you want one of his spots, I'll have him add you. I have I have
I
20
would,
of his spots on retainer.
I, I would love to add him. I just love following his story, and it would be cool to have a chat with him.
Definitely. Jamgo, if I can have your IGM, please. I believe it's Jamgo21, but just to double check, if you can write that in chat. Roy, we'll talk about that later, dude. Not in the middle of the stream.
For Roman without expecting a friend slot somewhere.
All right, let's see here. Let me send this to these two people because again, like I said, everything I have is in complete shambles, so I need to do it everything live. And the spot after this, after we do a few more questions, talk about a little bit, a few other things, we're going to be going into our lolz raid teams. So that's a really cool thing that's going to be starting real soon here. Brody. All right. That's sent out. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So, we talked a little bit about the alliance. Everybody got a little bit of a handle on that, a little bit of a way of interest on how to get into it, a little bit of what it's all about. Now let's talk about you, the Vargos. What is Vargos? You're a dungeon master with who does various tabletop systems. What is like? I don't know what I was never. I was a nerd, but I was never a cool enough nerd to hang out with the nerds who play tabletop systems and do Dungeons and Dragons. I was never cool enough to be that kind of nerd. I was just the one who sat in the corner, did my own thing. What does that entail? What are tabletop systems, and what is that? Vargos, you there?
Okay, so basically, to make it super easy for people who might not be aware, essentially what Dungeons and Dragons and yeah, can you
Yes,
hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, so basically, Dungeons and Dragons and other tabletop systems are just basically board games where you act out your character's decisions and what they do. And for a lot of systems, what you do is you'll roll dice to determine what happens. There will be numbers you add based on your stats. Like, for example, if anybody's played Fallout, like you have strength, perception, all of that stuff. There's equivalent stuff kind of for like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. So you might use strength to see how good you swing with your sword. You might use constitution to see how much you can drink, just as examples.
Nice. And you're making your own
Other
tabletop
than that,
systems. Is
like,
that correct?
sorry,
You're
what was that?
making your you're making two of your own tabletop systems as well, right?
Yeah, so one that I've been working on for like 4 years is I don't know if anybody's seen the show. I'm a big anime geek too. It's based off of the Naruto anime
Sure, sure. I think
where
everybody's seen at least a few
basically
episodes.
more most people have, but yeah, you start off as a ninja from the Leaf Village, and you can pick what clan you're in, and you can basically what makes that system different from a lot of other systems is that when you start the game, you get an amount of points that you use to basically build your character how you would like to, and then from there you get more points to buy certain abilities and stuff. So basically, it's it makes it really easy to play super specific and unique characters multiple times without getting stale and repetitive. And then the other tabletop system is just basically what I like to call a blank slate, and you can apply almost any setting to it. So, like, you could take, you know, God, you could take just about anything. World of Warcraft, whatever, throw it on there. Van Helsing, whatever, throw it on there and use it. Just as a general template for any setting you'd want to play in.
Okay. Yeah, that works. That's pretty cool.
For reference, I actually do have a D&D game that I've been running for some of the Bit Heroes players. Tormi, Huara wants them to get some, and Christ, former retired player Skelnick. I've been running the game for all of them. So if anybody's ever interested, feel free to hop over into the server, and I can feel free to explain it to you if you're curious.
That's pretty awesome. That's going into another world that's not actually visual that you have to imagine. That's to me that's a whole nother level of imagination, which is really awesome. So before we get into your background and your occupation and a little bit about the state that you're from, let's do another giveaway. So let's go ahead and do the first two raid team giveaways. So for our first giveaway from lolz, we're going to be doing Rice Poseidon, Vargos, Rat Basher, Emily, and Wounds. So I know some of these might be temp slots. You'll find out pretty quickly when they drop you. Yeah, so Rice, Vargos, Rat Basher, Emily, and Wounds. So this is our first big giveaway of the night. So the number is going to be 1 out of 500. So we're going to put that up here. Might take a little while. As you can imagine, the SSS1 giveaway was 3,600 guesses.
Nobody guessed it yet? Wow.
It's out of 500, so it's not. I'm not expecting it to be super ridiculously quick.
Somebody guessed 1,600.
That's the way it is. You're gonna have the normal trolls, just like everything else. Oh, we do have a winner.
Woo! I love how Dark Dueler is the announcer.
Well, he's my chat mod. Him and Mobot. So an auto mod and a real mod. Dodge, if I can have your IGN, please. And then we're going to be going into our second raid team second raid team giveaway as soon as we get Dodge the Hook's IGN.
Plot from yours truly.
Alright, now our second raid team of the night is going to be Rice Poseidon, Smokin', Lickety Split, Bitmitch, and Thundix. And thank you, DH Show Event, for subscribing as well. So again, that's Rice, Smokin', Lickety Split, and Bitmitch, I can't talk. Bitmitch and Thundix. So let's go ahead and throw that up again. And good luck, people. Great raid team.
Good luck, everyone.
And then tonight, guys, we have a lot of spots to give away, a lot of help for your raid teams, getting you through R7HC and on. I mean, a lot of these people are sticking around, so you'll have help all the way through however much content you decide to stick around in Bit Heroes for. But we have spots from everybody from Chaos 1337 to Shin 2K, We have a few surprise K giveaways that I did not expect this evening. They are all the K giveaways are Weave users. They may be top five Weave users. I don't know. Well, I do know, but I'm not going to give it away. That's no fun. Oh, and congrats, Jamgo.
lolz members, including Thundix and Rice, are also Weave
There you
users.
go. But yeah, I'll tell you that one of the giveaways today is a top five Weave user, just for fun. Not gonna tell you which one, but it's one of the top five Weave users. I think that should be enough. That's enough of a hint, right? I don't want to give it away too much,
Got to make them sweat.
right? Just a little bit, not too. So talk to me about your mother country, or in this case, mother state, Michigan. What's up with Michigan, man? Like, I mean, you guys had the car manufacturers there. I know there's like economy issues. What's going on with Michigan?
So just for a reference point about Michigan, there's two halves of Michigan. There's the Lower Peninsula and there's the Upper Peninsula. I'm from the Upper Peninsula. A lot of people in the Lower Peninsula don't even consider the Upper Peninsula part of Michigan. They consider the Upper Peninsula Canada. So basically, what Michigan is mostly about is, like you said, it was a lot about the car manufacturing, not so much anymore. The Upper Peninsula, for the most part, is really about the hunting, the outdoors. I mean, real heavy emphasis on the outdoors. Like,
Do
if you're
you
not
hunt?
an outdoorsy type,
Do
what
you
was that?
hunt? Do you hunt? I'm asking if you hunt. Like, do you shoot animals?
Have been hunting. I'm not an avid hunter like a lot of the people up here, but I have been hunting. I also have been LARPing though, so I'm not really the guy to, I'm well rounded. But no, I'm not an avid hunter.
Okay. You also mentioned that there's a lot of skiing. Those like big slopes and just a lot.
But I love skiing. And skiing was like one of the only things I took naturally to. But there is a lot of skiing and snowboarding up here. There's a lot of different hills in the area that I live, and some ski jumps not too far away and such. Actually, some of the biggest in the world, some of the biggest outdoor ski jumps in the world are close by. But the only fun anecdote I have for skiing is that if you pizza when you're supposed to French fry, you're gonna have a bad time.
I see.
Anybody who skis should know what that means.
Well, I think you can intuitively understand it as well.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't ski at all. I'm a
that's the
snowboarder.
most important thing to remember. I'll say that.
Definitely, definitely. It makes sense. It does make sense.
So I apologize, Roman. You are cutting in and out a little bit on me
Yeah,
here.
there's a Discord issue. It has to do with Discord and not my mic, if I'm not mistaken. So it's coming clear on the mic, not coming clear on Discord.
No, I completely understand. I have the same issue with Tormy half the time, so I live with it. I live with it for the love of him.
There you go. I appreciate that, and I really appreciate Tormy as well. I probably not as much as you, but I do appreciate him.
I just want to address a question in the comments here real quick. They're asking about the snow. So for you guys asking about the snow in the comments, for reference, this was the most snowfall that's ever been up here since I've been living here, which was 23 years. And at one point in time, the snow was over 5 feet high in my yard.
Wow, that is insanity. Complete ridiculous insanity.
So that was for you guys asking about the snow.
So let's do another raid team since I have a lot of giveaways, and I'm unfortunately I can't stick around on stream too long because everything is just going wrong, and it's really, really, really bothering and irking my OCD like crazy. So I'm going to try to get through everything tonight, all the content that I have, and go from there. So our third raid team of the night, or you said you had 5? I have 2 listed. That's 3 out of 5. Vargos, is that do you have 2 more, or is it? Or am I reading it wrong?
What?
So it shows here that there's 3 teams of 5 to give away. Is that correct?
Yeah, 3 teams, 5 people
Oh,
each.
okay,
You know?
okay. I'm thinking of it
Like-
incorrectly. All right, so this is going to be our third raid team from lulz of the night. It is going to be Smokin', Lickety Split, Bit Mitch, Thundix, and Emily. So let's go ahead and figure out if we can do this correctly. Jeez. Oh. If you've already won a lulz raid team, you will be re-rolled, FYI. What happened there?
And thick.
Alright, go ahead.
One, you got this. Who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it?
Hey, we got a winner. Link0227.
Link. Ooh.
So Link, what is your IGN? Actually, I think it is Link0227. All right. Let's keep it going here. So Vargos, let's talk about what you do for a living. What do you do for a living? The thing that pays the bills.
So I work for a company where we do a bunch of different stuff, but what basically the department I work in does is we take contracts from other companies like Charter, or just as an example, and we'll do some kind of aspect of their technical support where we'll either take calls directly and do tech support for them, or we'll do monitoring where we just monitor their systems and do technical support for them that way by monitoring their networking equipment and such. Most of the time, my job at my particular company specializes around one particular customer, and I'm kind of the expert, if you will, in my department for this customer. So I handle pretty much everything that has to do with their systems, in addition to everything else. And I get a lot of enjoyment out of my job. Like, I'm trying to work up to the point where I'll be a guy that like goes around traveling and setting up these systems at these properties and everything, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's really well, to be honest with you, most of the time at my job, if I'm not working on fixing something, I get to either just hang out on YouTube or Discord or what have you. So play Bit Heroes. So
Very cool. There you go. As long as you, I think, as long I forgot who said it, but as long as you enjoy your job, you don't really work a day in your life. I think that's an expression.
more true. So I'm the kind of guy that just likes to work in general, but I really really love this job. And if you like working with people and you're not the type to get frustrated and you're technically oriented, it's a really good starting point for a career because it translates into very good experience for other fields in IT, which I have a couple, like certifications and stuff, and I went to college for systems and software security. So
Okay, so you're well, we consider well-rounded.
IT is always a good field to get into. It's never going to slow down at this point. So
Very true. Very true. So let's go ahead before I ask the question that I'm generally curious about, which is anime and manga and manhwa or manhwa. I can't pronounce anything ever. But before we get into that, let's do another giveaway. So this is another friend of mine who's a really OP dude, and it's Slasher423. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give away.
it was slasher OPOP.
Yeah, I'm not gonna skimp on my slots.
I think
Come on. Oh, he's already got a T10 Max Twitch. There you go. All he's missing is his Max Starweave. OP dude. Look at that. Just maxed everything. Why not? The Slasher 423. Since this is we're entering our ridiculously OP section of our giveaways, we're gonna go ahead and do 1 out of 1,000. So, see how this is gonna go. This can
this is going to go forever.
or be super quick.
Oh,
I had Shintuke out of 2,500, and it took 3 guesses a few days ago.
that's insane.
So you never know. Every day is
Just
different.
going to get it.
So we're gonna have one more single giveaway, and then 2 double giveaways with our posted double, which is Chaos and Shintuke, and then our surprise double, which is gonna be our last giveaway of the night. But one more single and then 2 doubles. So the next single is going to be 1 out of 1,000, and each of the doubles is going to be 1 out of 2,500, which is always fun. But that's how you separate people who really really want the spot and people who are like, you know what, I'm just here just to troll. You got to work for it. It's like everything in life.
Oh, yeah, for
You got to
sure.
work for it. So let's talk about what.
You're gonna pass me up in level soon.
Oh, we got a winner.
Woo!
That was, what was it, 470 and some change? 472 guesses? Not too bad.
Took your bike.
I like the name. It's like my favorite name ever. I took your bike. What is your IGN, please? Oh, nice. It takes more than bikes now. So, Vargas, talk a little bit about your anime and manga. What are you reading right now? What are your favorites? If you do read manga, and what are you watching? What are your favorite anime?
So, without a doubt, my number one all-time favorite, Dragon Ball Z. I own the entire series over on my bookshelf. All of my box sets are sitting over there. I regularly pull them out to watch some of the fights, Goku versus Vegeta, Goku versus Frieza, Vegeta versus Majin Buu. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, we'll always be best friends and we can talk about it whenever. I've seen many, many different animes. Some of my other favorites are Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. For reference, I have a Full Metal Alchemist tattoo on my left arm,
Jesus.
um, which Full Metal Alchemist was really the first anime that I got my dad into, which is why I got it as a tattoo. I got my dad to get into anime. Now, what me and him are watching is I'm getting him caught up and on Attack on Titan. That's the one we've been watching lately. I just recently started getting into Hunter x Hunter, and I've been really enjoying that one. Another one I've considered rewatching lately is Cowboy Bebop, which, oh my god, timeless classic. Another one of my favorites is Trigun. Obviously, Naruto is really good. I've never seen a lot of One Piece, but what I have seen, I've really liked. I mean, if I had to pluck one random anime out that's kind of unheralded, is it's called Noragami. It's only like 12 episodes, but if you like anime, it's worth a checking out. It's worth checking out. It's pretty good.
So we're gonna have a question and answer session in a little bit, guys. Just try to hold off until then, please. You can ask about anything later on.
Seen Samurai Champloo. I haven't seen Berserk.
Books jumping the gun. Do you read anything? I mean, that's a weird question. Do you read any manga or
Oh yeah,
manhwa?
no. Yeah, I've got a couple manga over on my shelf. Like I've got the manga for Death Note, which one of my all-time favorites. I've got a couple manga for Naruto. I can't remember the name of it anymore, but there was this four-part manga about the devil. It was I can't remember the name of it, but that one really stuck with me that read in middle school. My sister is a librarian at our local library, so like I can just go down there and get manga from her at any point.
You can read everything online as well, right?
Um, Another show that's like not a manga that I would really highly recommend that's really emotionally advanced for its age would be Steven Universe. Like I started watching it with my ex-girlfriend, but then me and my buddy, well, Tormy kind of really got me into it. And even though it's more or less a kid's show, it's super emotionally advanced as a show, and I couldn't more highly recommend it, even for adults.
There you go. So we're gonna go ahead and throw another giveaway out there. This one is somebody I messed up on a few days ago because I didn't look at everything he's got. But we're gonna go ahead and throw a combo out. Like I said, 5, 15, 20, 30 seconds ago, this was a one spot giveaway, right? I did, Vargas, I did say it was gonna be a one spot giveaway next, right?
I believe
Right.
so.
So something happened, and we got an additional temp spot that had to be added to it. So this is going to be a two-spot giveaway. The first part of the spot is going to be my friend over at GG, Sir Jive. Incredible dude. Rocking full T10, full leg ruins, and we're joining him for a up next to his perma spot. We have a 1 week
Ivis Bay.
1 week temp spot from my friend, longtime confidant, and just amazing dude who's also sporting a T10 Twitch and a T10 Oblivion. Like, what? He is my friend Huayra. So, once again, give it up for Huayra and Sir Jive. They're coming up together for a 1 in 1,000 giveaway.
Hi here. Really good turnout tonight, guys. Thank you all for coming. Really means a lot.
Especially with my broken, ridiculous looking stream. It looks so horrible. I'm trying to hide right now.
And somebody's gonna have to get it.
It is out of 1,000. It can sometimes it goes crazy. We'll see what happens. I've seen out of 1,000 go up to 1,500, 2,000. So we'll see. Anything can happen.
Almost half the numbers have been guessed so far.
The problem is the same number gets guessed multiple times as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure. It's probably like a single digit number.
Guys, this is 2 people with T10 Twitch. I mean, come on. OP, OP.
Watching people counting up from 1.
It's whatever it takes. Sometimes it takes a while, sometimes it's a random guess, sometimes it's somebody doing a block of numbers. We're already at over 900 and what is it, 50 guesses? Upwards of that.
Yeah, 975. Wow.
Well, luckily we only got 2 more giveaways.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain!
Brain. Little fun fact while people are guessing, I don't really drink a lot, but I would frequent the bar with my buddy and we would do karaoke. And I became well enough known at some of the bars where people started to refer to me as not so Slim Shady.
Why is that?
Stopped going, so I don't really go anymore, but that was a period of my life for 3 years.
Are you able to recite Slim Shady lyrics just like that?
I mean, yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, I could do a little rap, little something. stream can never end because nobody will ever win the slot.
We're at right around 1,400 guesses. It's only 1 in 1,000. I promise. I don't know what the number is, but it's somewhere in there. It's an auto-generated number that I have no control over.
Full.
I really do suggest people doing number blocks. Like, do pick a certain 50 numbers and just focus on those, probably. Else we might be here for a while. How many people are currently getting carpal tunnel right now? I must admit, this is probably not the most viewed stream on Twitch, but it's definitely the most most like typed in stream from spam.
Oh god. People just getting carpal tunnel left and right.
We're almost double the amount of numbers that it can be.
Insane.
Guys, it is 1 in 1,000. 2009 attempts. I just saw that notification. I think people are just not guessing that exact number. They're going everywhere in front of it and everywhere behind it, but they're not guessing the right number, that specific one.
I know.
You mind spitting some Slim Shady lines on us while we wait? I mean, it might be a while. Oh, we got a winner. I'll save you the trouble. We got a winner.
Oh my god, no way.
What is your IGN? Oh, pianist erudito. Enrique MF. That was that took some work.
He had to earn that slot.
Yeah, he did. 2,228 attempts out of 1,000.
Almost got 2,222.
Oh, I think you did. I just haven't added you yet. Let me see if I can add you right now. And let me see. It was a DM from Hiltzy earlier today from Hiltzy's stream. Oh yeah, he did. Forgot about that. He won me on Hiltzy's stream. All of us streamers in the community try to get together and help each other out. In the BH community, at least. So, Vargos, before I open the floor for questions, do you have anything you want to add?
I hope everybody that's turned in has gotten a little bit better inkling of what myself, my guild, and what our alliance is really about. And really, what I want to say is that if you're interested in becoming part of the community, please do. Please reach out to one of us. We will get you an invite to the server. I couldn't recommend the community more. Roman's made himself quite a character there in our server, and I mean, really, we're just one big family, and we want nothing more than to bring you into it and make you feel welcome in this game.
There you go. I like it. So if you have questions for Vargos, go ahead and throw it out there. Try not to be too ridiculously personal. Questions about the Alliance, question about lulz, a question if how your cosmetic looks, for God's sakes. You know, whatever it is, throw it out there.
Go ahead and ask your question, Gabi. If I was going to cosplay for an anime or video game, I would want to be Light Yagami from Death Note. Hands down, would love to be him. Shuara, my underwear color is light blue. The meaning of life is 42. I will go and drink with anyone at a convention. If you supply me like what convention we're going to, and I have time to, save up the money to go to it, I will go and meet anybody at a convention. I have been saying for a long time I would love to get a Bit Heroes convention going.
By the way, Vargos, did you have an answer to Dark Dealer's question about what your familiar count is out of 322?
Oh, what my familiar count is? I can't go check it right now. My phone is dead, but
No worries.
I don't. I'm not a huge familiar collector, so I probably don't have all that
Hey, no
many.
worries.
Let's see. Yes, I've read the entire Hitchhiker series. Fifnar, I love you so much. You are one of my favorites. You'll always be one of my favorites, Fiffy boy. I love you. Congrats on the leg,
Oh, I
Roman.
got a leg cool.
Let's see.
Not what I was going for, but sure.
Yes, I will drink with you, my children. Preferred liquor. I don't really drink a lot, but when I do, I actually kind of like some brandy. Yes, so Aloe, if you guys would like to hear a brief summary of my trip to the concert the other day, I can tell you guys what happened and also how I got second-degree burns on my hands. Um, so um, So those of you who don't know, the original interview I was supposed to have with Roman on Thursday, but I was going to go to a concert that was a couple hours out of town. So basically, right when I was leaving, I got up over 40 and my car started shaking. So I pull over and checked, and when I went to grab my tire to see if it was loose, my tire was apparently 400 degrees. For those of you who didn't hear, that was 400 degrees. For reference, your tires are not supposed to get anywhere near that. So when I touched it, I immediately got second degree burns. I don't know what I touched for anybody who was wondering. It must have been something metal, but I was trying to like pull myself up, so I just kind of put my hand on it to pull myself up, and then I burned myself real good. Anyways, I still managed to get to the concert. I borrowed my dad's car, made it down there, and I saw Under Oath, Skillet, and Breaking Benjamin. They were amazing. I'm going to be uploading all of the videos that I took to our Alliance Discord, so if anybody wants to see those videos, feel free to join the server and you'll be able to see them.
Now, Belly Eel had a question before we start talking about the concert. Would you rather fight one
Let's see.
horse-sized duck or 1,000 duck-sized horses?
Oh my God. So I would rather fight 1,000 duck-sized horses because those of you who don't know, ducks are mean. Ducks can be rude. When ducks want to fight, they go hard. Anybody else have any good questions?
We'll do one more question, then we'll do another giveaway.
Sounds good to me, good sir.
Nobody's asking any questions, just trolling about the horses.
My safe word is banana. And that is not a joke. That is my actual safe word.
Nice. Banana. All right. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this giveaway now. This next giveaway is going to be our listed giveaway of the night. It is going to be Chaos1337 and Shin2K, both for perma spots. And again, this one's going to be out of 1,000. So let's see how this one works out.
Oh God, I'm getting PTSD flashbacks. I can hear Fortunate Son playing in the background. Down now.
And an answer to the question that Huayra snuck in there about who said something about the Alliance being elitist, I will never reveal my sources. I will die before I reveal my sources. Journalistic oath. Well, let's just say nobody important. How's that? If that's fair.
The importance, so
Nobody in the Alliance, nor anybody, nor would that somebody ever be part of the Alliance. They don't deserve to be part of the Alliance, in my opinion. But it doesn't matter. It's beside the point. Tormy, it was more than one person, but the
Ooh.
conversation that was had was stupid as hell. So it doesn't.
I think it said that somebody guessed it.
Oh, did it? Okay. No, I'm just responding to Tormy's question in my DMs. Yes, Jamgo guessed it again. Congrats, Jamgo. It was part of a conversation I just happened to step into. And it was a stupid conversation that I don't care to repeat enough.
And these guys are just that good.
Yeah, that was super quick. You learned from OP Hennis. I agree. I've never felt like I was belittled. A little bit of K trash talk, but it's like being on the basketball court. Nothing wrong with it. I don't have any problem with it whatsoever. I think it's totally adorable, and I think it's all that much more fun.
Hey, you guys should just join up and then we can stop with the trash talk, right?
As you know, I'm one of the newest members, 2K. I have no pull whatsoever, even remotely, when it comes to making that decision.
I know you can just slip the idea into the guild chat for us.
Again, it's not my call at all, and I don't. It's not. I'm an impartial party that likes talking to people. That's what I like doing and promoting guilds. I love promoting guilds. I love promoting a sense of community, and that's where I'll stick at.
Buddy, I'm glad to hear we got the same ideas in mind.
Fucking Tormy. Never stop recruiting. I love it. I love that shit so much. You don't know how much I appreciate that, honestly. Uh, all right. Anybody have any more questions before I do my last giveaway and then sign off from this horribly done? I mean, the interview was great. Vargas was incredible, but the way my OBS and everything in this computer, everything is looking like complete ass, and I fucking hate it. It hurts me internally looking at it. I cannot serve my country. By the way, I am legally not allowed to serve my country, according to the Secretary of Select Services. I appealed to my congressman, and I got a letter saying that I will never be drafted, and I cannot serve in any military capacity in the United States of America. So I'd love to, but I cannot. Uh,
So, choosy to answer your question, if I could go back 6 months and give myself some advice, I don't really know what I'd give myself because I've been playing for like a year and a half, dude. And I don't know. I've always had people around me to give me really good advice, like Emily and stuff like that. So, and I mean, I not trying to like say anything like this or anything, but I know the game pretty damn well at this point. Tormy, to answer your question, absolutely. I mean, I don't think that's really even a question. What would it take for me to shave off my goatee? It would take me to get in a relationship with a woman who promised me all sorts of things in return for shaving off the goatee is what it would take.
that sounds good. Donate $50 right now, and I'll do it on Twitch.
Uh, okay. My thoughts about Arleg becoming one of the main guilds in the Alliance is that I couldn't be more happy for them, and they are very deserving of it. Arleg was the subguild for XGG for a long time, and they performed on par or better than XGG in several events, including a couple events where they were top 10. And when they asked, we accepted them as a top guild because, they earned it.
They pulled me over from soup chat to talk smack on Arleg in the main server. Soupy, there was a few Arleg guys over in BH main, and they dropped in and started talking smack. It was funny. Everybody's getting competitive this expedition.
Feisty.
It's exciting. I love the spirit of competition. It's really really cool.
Absolutely.
Well, also,
Next Alliance
I
server
did
meme
make the
content.
statement on in a few places. I make the statement, I believe, in the Alliance Discord and in the K Discord, that I think Co1 and Arleg are gonna go head to head in rank, and I think that'll happen. I still think that'll happen towards the end. They will go neck and neck, head to head. Again, Co1 and Arleg. Even though people don't believe it, but I'm telling you, at the end of it, watch out. That's the two that's going to be super close, and they're going to go neck and neck up until the buzzer. I still think it's going to happen.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh shit. Alo's talking smack now too. Oh, only 10 peeps are going hard? Alright, fair enough. I was just. Hippo6 is the one who told me they're going to be top 10. So I was all for it. God bless him, but. Why not? I gotta be supportive. Somebody makes a claim, I'll watch it. I'll even throw something out there, whether it's true or not. Okay, well, maybe Hippo talks a lot, and I should have not taken everything he said word for word. That was probably my bad. Personally, I have higher expedition rank solo than the then 50 only 58 guilds have as much expedition points as I do personally. I think. Might be more now since I've been on stream and not as fast. All right, guys. You got anything else to add, Vargas, before I do the last secret giveaway that I've been hiding away, keeping underneath my pillow?
Uh, Only other thing I'd like to add is once again that if you're interested in joining the Alliance server, please go ahead and contact myself, Tormy, somebody. We can go ahead and get you an invite. We'd be more than welcome to welcome you in tonight. We're planning on having a music night. Feel free to drop by. DJ Tormy will be spinning his funky beats as he does, and we'll just be having a great time if you want to come hang with us.
Love it, love it. So, guys, like I mentioned, we do have a secret giveaway that people. I don't know how many people knew about it. Maybe it was leaked. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's gonna be a big old surprise. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. About to find out. So, as I mentioned, the giveaway of the night, the one that we've all been waiting for. Ball breaker. That's right, we got a ball breaker spot. That is a 2-week temp spot for ball breaker. And you know what? We're also gonna throw in a perma spot for our friend who's also with us right now, Fifnar. Both of them running weaves, of course, and just two amazing people. So we have Fifnar and Ballbreaker. What a combination. This one's going to be 1 out of 2,500. Let's go. Watch, it's going to be like 20 guesses, Vargos. What's your prediction on the amount of guesses? How many do you think it's going to be? Vargas, can you hear me, or is my reception just chopping up like crazy for you? Or Vargos, did you leave call already?
Just going to get it.
We're already over a thousand, I think 1,100 guesses.
There's so many things it could be. Abilities are exactly 2,000 or yeah, 2,500.
Just to let you know, we have had a giveaway that the winner was the number 42.
I took your bike one.
Did he win again? Wow. Hacks. I call hacks.
We have a winner.
Yeah, it has been won already, guys. Vargos, I really appreciate you coming on, man. I wish I had better everything today. I'm in complete shambles. You probably can't even hear me talking because my thing is so messed up.
I mean, I could hear you, but like you cut in and out periodically. But no, it's been great. I've loved being here, and if you ever want to have me back again in the future, feel free to invite me. I'm more than happy.
I want to get you and Tormy on at the same time. When Tormy is ready with a better when his mic is all set up and good to go.
Absolutely. I mean, we didn't even really go over the official origin story and everything, so we can do that for sure.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right, guys, everybody, I am out for the night. I cannot handle my OBS looking so shit. Everything just looks horrible and is working just disgusting. Oh, have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Thank you again, Vargos, and